Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Mary. I am a homeschooling mama to an almost 5 and an almost 7-year-old. And please excuse me, I've been a little MIA. I've had a bit of a cold. I lost my voice, but we're kind of getting back there a little bit, but it's still a little scratchy, so I apologize for that. But hopefully you can bear with it through this video, because today's video is going to be our update on how we enjoyed Homeschool Languages Spanish 1 2-week free sample. Now, if you missed my previous video on this curriculum, I did a first impressions and kind of a look inside of what's included in the 2-week free sample. I will link that up above if you would like to go check out that video, and then you can come back and watch this one. If you're not familiar with Homeschool Languages, they are a curriculum company that creates foreign language curriculums for elementary students, and they have quite a few language selections to pick from, and also they will be bringing in new languages as well here in the future. So my family and I've got 2 little girls, we have been working through a preschool, younger elementary Spanish program, but we are finishing up with that, and we wanted something a little bit more robust, a little bit more organized and focused, and I stumbled upon Homeschool Languages through none other than other YouTube reviews. And it just looked really great to me. So I thought, why don't I go ahead and give the free sample a try? So Homeschool Languages provides a 2-week free sample with all of their different languages you can check out, their different levels. It includes 4 lessons, so 2 lessons per week. It's a digital copy, so you just print off everything you need. This is the pages that I needed from the teacher guide. They also include other printables here. If you want to see what's all included, definitely go check out that video I mentioned that I did about 2 weeks ago. And we have just finished up, as of this morning, our 4th lesson. And spoiler alert, I won't keep you guys hanging. We loved it. The girls loved it. They retained a lot and they had fun doing it. And if you've been around here at any length of time, I'm all about having fun while we're learning, especially at this age. I mean, it's the key to getting it to stick in their brain. So it was a wonderful experience, but I'm going to go a little bit more in depth into other than just it was a wonderful experience. So some of the things we really liked about the program, it is open and go. And that's really what I need in a Spanish program. The program that we were utilizing this year was not open and go. It was a lot of hands-on, cutting out, printing, having to find resources here and there, and they kind of sent you all around, and it was not cohesive, and it was really tough on me as the teacher, and I feel like it probably didn't do as well for the kiddos because of that. I feel like I could have done better personally. This, you open it to the page of the lesson that you're working on. It tells you what materials you need to gather, and it does it in a checkbox format of like the different activities you're going to do, because it is very much play-based. It is very hands-on. There is a puppet that is included. You don't get that in the free sample, but you do when you purchase the curriculum, if you purchase the physical copy, or you can create your own puppet. Like for the sample, I didn't have the puppet from Homeschool Languages, so we used one of our stuffed animals as the Alberto is his name. We named him Alberto, and he can only speak Spanish, so the kiddos have to speak back to him in Spanish if they want him to understand him. So it's like things like that, techniques like that, that I think really connect with younger kids in learning a language. So beyond the fact that I really liked that it was open and go, I mean, I opened it 5 minutes before our lesson, and I skimmed it to make sure that there wasn't anything that I needed to do to prep, but really there was no prep included. Just grab either the food cards that we need, or the emotion cards, or grab one of the booklets that we'd be reading that day. I mean, it was pretty simplistic. So it gets 5 stars in the ease on parents category. It's very easy to use. So 5 stars there. Another thing that I loved, it is very hands-on in its activities, which again, reiterating myself, I think that is very important at this age for kiddos to have that hands-on sense of learning, because when younger children are learning, they're learning in different facets and different ways. So tactile, auditory, visually, there's printouts in here of pictures and stuff. So, buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, and they have beautiful pictures. When we were learning our colors, rojo, they make a big red box. It's very visually pleasing to the eye for not just the parent, but the kiddos. They had these hands-on games here, like here was one that we did, and it's in the book, and it's just, printed out, and we just used cute erasers as our pieces, and we hopped from one space to the next, and we said the words as we went along. So that hands-on play is why I think it connected so well with the girls and why they actually retained some words this time around. So 5 stars for the visuals, 5 stars for the hands-on learning aspect of it. That was absolutely wonderful for my girls. Another thing I loved going into that visuals category is that they have bit.ly links, short links, that you can either click on in the digital PDF or you can type in from, if you have it printed out, to videos that I think the video choices that they selected for this curriculum were wonderful. The girls really liked them. They were singing back in Spanish to the videos, so that really went well. The other thing that I adore and I love is that they provide a pronunciation guide at the end of every lesson for the words that you will be going over in the lesson. So when I said that I take 5 minutes before each lesson to go through it to see what we're reviewing, this was one of those things that I really reviewed. I have some experience in Spanish, not a ton, but I'm okay. But if there was anything that I wasn't quite familiar with, the way this pronunciation guide goes over it is amazing. The way they type it out phonetically so you can read it, it allows you to really understand how to pronounce it properly for your child. On top of that, they also have a bit.ly link that you can click to so you can actually play it on your phone, on your iPad, your computer, and it'll actually play the pronunciation if you need something additional other than just them spelling it out how to say it. Another thing I liked was the way that the lessons were set up. You start the lesson first with a warm-up, and it's a review of things that you had learned in the previous lessons. Then you go into the actual lesson, learning the new vocabulary, learning the new colors, information about, you know, a place, a Spanish-speaking country, things like that. You'd do the lesson. And then once the lesson was done, it would do a cool down. A cool down meaning like, let's watch some videos of information that's going to be coming in future lessons to get the child familiar with some of the language that they would be experiencing in the future lessons. Then it also gave you extra practice. It gave you extra activities that are not so formal that they need to be a lesson, but it's a game that you could play maybe that night before you go to bed. I spy rojo, like you just learned the word red, rojo, and I want to go around and we're going to play I spy before bed. It's just, it gave you ideas of things that you could do outside of the lesson, because I think that's very important to continue to introduce Spanish to your child outside of the formal sit-down lessons. And I think that additional exposure helps ingrain it in their brain. Another thing that I really liked about this sample in the curriculum was the fact that I could get all the lessons done, of the 4 lessons I did. I was able to get all of them done within 20 to 30 minutes. We could have expanded upon it and done more. We could have sat down and did more, like review the videos more and things like that. But as it is written, doing the lesson from start to finish, it took between 20 and 30 minutes, and that was the perfect amount of time. And even though it was 30 minutes, which might be a little long for, say, my 4.5-year-old, she sat still for it and was engaged because it was almost like little chunks of activities within that 30-minute time frame. So it kept her like hopping from one thing to the next and the next activity, and she just was having so much fun with it. So I think it really helped engage her the way that the activities are set up for each of the lessons. Another thing I really enjoy is that it's not just language. You're not just learning how to speak Spanish. They also have a cultural aspect to the lessons where you're getting exposed to the culture of Spanish-speaking countries. So for example, in this lesson, they talk about the flags of Argentina, Chile, and Paraguay. And not only do they talk about these are the flags, but they also then go into, okay, we've learned about azul. Now this lesson we are learning about blanco, white. And so they say, okay, they talk about the colors of the flags in Spanish, and then they're like, let's count, because we've gone up to 3 in Spanish, so let's count together. Uno, dos, tres. It's just very like functional. I just thought that was great. But I really like the fact that they include a cultural aspect to it, because you're learning the language as a child, but you're like, but why am I learning another language? Let's talk about the culture of these different communities that speak Spanish. And then there was another lesson where they talked about bullfighting. And then they had an activity that went with this where one of them pretended to be the El Toro, the bull. And it was so cute the way the girls engaged with the activity, and they had a really good time. And then later that day, something happened. I don't remember what it was throughout the day, but one of my daughters was like, oh, remember, that's just like El Toro, the bullfighting. And I was like, yes, it clicked, because it was totally outside of the Spanish lesson, but she remembered it. And I was like, yes, it's working. So I really liked the curriculum. My kiddos really liked the curriculum. So yes, I purchased it, just so you guys know. Even before this video goes out, I figure I might as well tell you, be prepared, an unboxing video is probably coming next, because I went ahead and ordered it. To be honest, I ordered it after lesson 2 because of how well it was going. So it should be here probably actually today. We'll see. So stay tuned for that. An unboxing video will be coming. We absolutely are moving forward with Spanish 1 from Homeschool Languages. It was a hit, and I just have nothing else to say about it. Oh, one other thing I was going to mention was just so you guys know, after I ordered the box, I did go ahead and go with the physical copy because I heard such great things about the quality of it. I also figure after going through this, I might rerun through it with my 4.5-year-old a year or 2 later. So I want something that's like gonna be durable and last. So I went ahead and got the physical copy. Also, the puppet was really cute. And I was like, let's get the puppet. So after I ordered it, I think a day or 2 after I ordered it, I got an email that was like, hey, thanks for, we're so excited. Your order's almost there. Here's some easy clickable links. So the only thing that I was hesitant about getting the physical copy of the curriculum was the fact that there are links, bit.ly links, riddled throughout this thing. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt to type them in each time, and instead of being able to click them easily. They obviously got that feedback because they fixed this. They provide 3 different documents in this email, and one of them is all of the bit.ly links in one spot. So all you have to do is pull it up on your iPad and click whatever lesson you're on. It is so well done. They also provided additional bingo cards that you can print off if you need more. That must have been another thing that they heard from parents. And also, I gotta tell you, I emailed their customer service about something. They are just the kindest people in the world. Their customer service has been amazing. And obviously you can tell from this email that they sent me that they listen to their parents and they fix things. So it's a really great company, and I feel really good about spending my money with them. They are a smaller shop. I think it's just one woman and her family. I think that's it. She might have like an assistant or something, but I think it's pretty small shop situation here, and I'm impressed beyond belief, since it's a small shop, at how well this curriculum is put together. So I have no negative things to say. The one negative thing I was gonna say was having to type in the bit.ly links, but then I got that email and they sent me a sheet that had every link for the entire curriculum in it. I was like, well, you guys read my mind. So I have nothing negative to say. All good things around. The kids loved it. I loved it. And I'm excited to do Spanish with the girls moving forward. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the sample or anything to do with homeschool languages, please leave them down in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to answer those for you. If you are new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in my next video, which hopefully, depending on how fast the box gets here, might be the unboxing of Homeschool Languages Spanish 1. And I'll see you guys there. Bye.